Hey guys, welcome to Hot Talk. We are the Hot Talkers. My name is Mario Mendez.
Fabian Garcia.
Kevin Gonzalez.
A podcast too spicy for everybody else to handle, where we eat really, really, really spicy shit. And today's guest is Fabian. I'll let you do the honors.
So today we have Dave's Gourmet Ghost Pepper Hot Sauce. So hot it's spooky.
Ooh.
Yeah.
All right, guys. So let's kick this off.
First one in.
Let's do this first one together,
All
and
right.
after that, you can eat as
Oh, that's cute.
as you please.
All right, man. I got a big one.
Yeah, they're all pretty like around the same. I try to get all pretty much the same size.
Well, cheers,
Alrighty.
buddies.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Oh man, I like the traditional so much better.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Did any of you guys watch the Oscars
I
Sunday?
did. I watched some of it. I was satisfied with what I saw because I get all the movies like in advance. Since I'm part of like the union, SAG-AFTRA, they send me movies that are out in theaters. So I got to see Shape of Water, which is a really great movie. Interesting concept, by the way. Sex with a fish. Yeah. Exactly. If you think about it, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Sold.
Yeah.
I saw 3 billboards over Ebbington, Missouri.
I thought it was just called 3 Billboards.
Nah, it was 3 billboards. It was the whole thing, like three billboards over Ebbington, Missouri.
Oh shit! I didn't know that. Okay.
Yeah, and then Darkest Hour, which I know you saw and
Yes.
you fell asleep.
It was brutal. No, I finished it. It was hard to not fall asleep, but yeah, it was brutal. Yeah. Go on.
Yeah.
They sent me Get Out, but I saw that in theaters.
Get Out is awesome.
I mean,
though.
yeah,
that,
I
that
saw
was
Get
a good
Out.
movie.
Yeah,
Out
it
of
was
all
pretty
of them,
good.
that was my
I'll
favorite.
say that it was a good movie for that guy's debut. My friend's name Jordan Peele.
Jordan Peele. I love that guy.
Yeah. Just man, it's crazy, man, to watch him from doing shit like Key and Peele, and then to see Get Out. It was like, whoa, dude, that's him.
Yeah, he was
That's
saying
him. You
To
know?
make it worse, to see him on Key and Peele dressing as like a cross-dresser, like doing all these
Yeah, that's
outlandish
crazy.
characters to then.
Well, he said he had to he had to keep going back to the script because he didn't know if it was gonna work or not. So he had to keep going back. He's like,
Oh, yeah,
I'm
I heard
gonna make
about
it
that.
work, and then he kept going back at it and finally finished it.
Because he didn't know if people were going to want to
Yeah,
film
exactly.
this type
Right.
of
He didn't know if it
movie.
was gonna work, like the concept, I guess, or
Right.
whatever.
He found the perfect time to make it
Oh,
work. I mean,
yeah.
dude, he made perfect timing for that.
That's true. Because
Yeah.
if you think about it, just like how I put like Shape of Water and like Sex with a Fish, that's pretty much what it is, right? Get Out is white people taking over black people, so it's an interesting concept. It's risky.
I thought the whole psychological part of it was crazy.
Right.
The whole like boom when she was snapping and you would sink.
Yeah.
And I was like,
Oh yeah, his whole
whoa.
like hypnosis thing.
Yeah.
That scene when he's on the couch and
Oh, man.
the mom is like hypnotizing him,
Yeah.
and he starts to that scene when he's talking and his eyes are like super red and they start to tear up. I was like, whoa, dude, that scene was crazy.
He stopped
yo.
smoking cigarettes.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah, I forgot about
he
that.
stopped
Yeah,
smoking
yeah.
cigarettes.
It had me screaming at the damn theater for some reason, like at the screen, because it's one of those movies that gets you like to just like, no, don't do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're like, no, like, fuck, he's getting caught into this shit.
Did any of you guys see the new Marlon Wayans special on Netflix?
No, I haven't seen
I
it.
watch it. He has a little skit about that. It's
oh, is it
hilarious.
Oh, does he really?
Yeah.
Like, does he talk about Get Out?
It's a the same concept as Get Out, but with like with real people. Watch it. It's
Okay.
funny. Yeah, I
Real
don't want to
people?
ruin it
What
for
do you mean
anyone.
real people?
Like all right. So he has a joke. Like the Kardashians, right? How they're
Yeah.
like, for some reason, all the dudes who date them, it's crazy. Whatever. So he's like, used to make a movie out of the Kardashians with the Get Out. You'll see Lamar Odom all cracked out running like this.
Oh, okay.
And then you'll see Kanye, like, he'll be like, hey, Kanye, let's take a picture, yeah. And then a flash, and Kanye starts going, get out, get out, get out.
That could work, dude.
Yeah.
Whoa.
It's funny, but the
I
whole
could
Lamar
see
Odom
that.
thing's all cracked out.
Turns to the left real quick.
Yeah.
Watch it. It's hilarious. It's a good watch, too.
Okay.
Yeah, Marlon Wayans,
I'm
man.
gonna
His
check it
first
out.
special.
For sure.
Really good.
Oh, that's his first special?
First one, yeah.
No way.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I think you had sent it to me, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I gotta check it out.
Yeah, I'll
thought
start
he
sending
was-
you stuff too, dude.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
legit.
send me shit.
Yeah, I think it's his first one, and then so Yeah, legit. Not that bad. But the Lamar Odom thing, they just all cracked out. Just
That's funny, dude. Did Get Out win any Oscars?
yeah, best screenplay, original.
Oh, yeah,
screenplay.
Jordan Peele won.
he did.
Jordan Peele won.
Yeah.
First African American, I believe, to win. Yeah,
Nice.
yeah.
Okay.
So props to him.
I think
Congrats.
he definitely deserved it. Yeah, for sure.
Oh yeah, that movie was great.
I honestly thought that. I mean, I don't watch these Oscar shows a lot. I did catch that when they were announcing the best achievement in directing, which is I guess the best director, right?
No. Oh, achievement in directing? Yeah. Don't they? Isn't it just best director?
Yeah, you're right. I think
In
it
a
is.
motion picture or something. Like
Yeah, I
that?
think it is,
that
and they just
sounds right.
worded it that way.
Okay.
But pretty much, honestly, dude, I think they should have given it to him, Jordan Peele,
I think
because
so, too.
for his first movie,
Yeah.
I still can't get that out of my head because it
That's
was
true.
his first movie, and it
Excuse
was
me.
that one. It was like,
That's
whoa,
true.
dude.
Oh, dude, for his first movie, serious, thriller.
Yeah.
It was great.
And it's the guy from Key and Peele.
Yeah,
you know what I
dude,
mean? That's
the
what gets
serious
me.
part
Do you
is the
think it
best.
had like anything to do with the fact that it came out earlier in the year? And that Shape of Water is fresh in everybody's minds. It blew
See-
people away with sex with a fish.
See,
Like,
I-
what the fuck? Like,
See, I have mixed emotions about the water one. What is it called again?
Shape of Water.
Shape of Water. I don't know. I watched half of it and I couldn't
you couldn't finish it?
Yeah, I couldn't
Really?
finish it. Yeah, I don't know.
Well, fuck you then.
Did you get out?
Did you guys hear about the whole controversy that was surrounding Shape of Water?
No.
Something with Del Toro and
Well, not much
the
about
story?
him. Yeah, it was about the story. I guess one of the producers, they found out that one of the producers was a huge fan of this play, I believe, and it was a play years ago, way back in the day, apparently. And apparently, the play is like really extremely similar to
no.
the story. It's about like a woman that falls in love with an aquatic kind of animal. You know, and they're keeping the animal like in a cage or something like that. But it's very similar. And the producer was actually, I don't know his name, but one of the producers admittedly was a huge fan of the play.
oh,
And so now, and I don't know what the process is now, but originally,
Sue?
I think it's like, right, but I don't know if it's like, if there's a court date coming up or if there's some
Oh.
sort of thing. I don't know.
So they're gonna go for it.
I
maybe.
believe so. Yeah, I
Oh.
believe so. And I honestly thought that was going to sway some of the people from
the voters.
Yeah.
I think it was maybe it was too late. When did this happen? Did this come out?
Oh, that's a good point. Maybe.
maybe it was, they sent their votes in already.
Because
And it
when
was
did they
too
send
late.
the votes in? When do you have? What's the
I don't know
deadline?
those cutoff dates.
You know what?
and
I
times.
don't.
You don't know?
I think it could be. I think it could be days before, a week before, because I know when I vote for the SAG Awards, I think the deadline is like it's a Friday, and then the SAG Awards are Sunday.
Oh,
Okay.
so like 2 days.
But
Yeah.
I don't know if the Oscars, the Academy is different.
Yeah, because my thing is that I mean, like, it's people voting, obviously.
Right.
So
Yeah.
people can be swayed.
Well, how many
You know what I'm
people?
saying?
Is it the same amount of people, or is it like a
There's
group
like
of
I think there's
people,
over
or-
100 people.
I think
In
it's
the
a group.
Academy?
I don't know how many, but yeah, it's a group of people.
I was
Okay.
reading that. I was reading earlier today that there's over 100, people in
Yeah.
the Academy that vote for,
Yeah.
for the movies.
Yeah, and I mean, like, plagiarism in any kind of way, entertainment, art,
Oh,
whatever you
yes.
want to call it, is a big
Big
no-no,
no-no.
obviously.
Big no-no.
Yeah.
So it's like, yeah, I would think that people would have heard that and just been like, whoa, like,
But that's
Yeah.
the thing. If your vote's in,
right, yeah, that's the thing I'm not sure about. But, I mean, obviously, whether it was or not, yeah, it didn't affect it. I mean, it won Best
No, it
Picture.
won, yeah.
I believe you can't
So-
retract votes, right?
I
I'm
don't
pretty
think
sure
so. I
you
think
can't.
if they're sent in,
It's in, right?
Again, I don't know.
I
I'm
mean,
not sure.
if it was a case where this happened a long time ago, that it came up that this guy plagiarized the story of Shape of Water,
Mhm.
and it went through court and it did all this, then probably
Yeah, they would have
it
to
would've
retract the
maybe
awards
retracted
and-
because it was like, all right, it's official through court that they plagiarized
Mhm.
it, maybe. But since it just came out apparently that that this happened, this
Mhm.
incident, I think it's too late. I think it's. I don't know.
Yeah.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but
What did you guys think of Jimmy Fallon? I'm sorry, not Jimmy Fallon. What's his name? Jimmy Kimmel.
Jimmy Kimmel.
Jimmy Kimmel.
Mr.
Yeah, not Jimmy
Kimmel.
Fallon.
I think he's awesome, dude.
Yeah, Jimmy Kimmel was mad
He's really
funny.
cool.
He's funny.
Yeah,
He's
I think he's
funny.
really cool.
One of the things he said about the Shape of Water, he was saying that he was like yeah, thanks to Guillermo, we always remember this year as being the year that women fell in love with fish. like they ditched guys and they went for fish or something like that.
He said
Yeah.
something like, men screwed up so
Yes,
bad
yeah, there you go. Yeah.
that they just went to fish.
Yeah. Kind of made me sit there like, huh? Does he have a point? You know what I mean?
Well,
Like,
And I think he does. If you think about it, all the sexual harassment scandals that have been coming out of all these producers in Hollywood.
In their industry.
In their industry.
Yeah.
It's kind of like, we fucked up so bad this year. Well, they fucked up so bad this year that, you know.
Happened.
But who else won? Shape of Water won Best Picture.
Yeah.
Guillermo won Best Director.
Yeah.
For the same. So he got 2 awards. How many
Well,
awards?
yeah, he
Well,
gets
the
two.
movie did. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Or whatever, the
But
crew
who
behind the
gives-
film.
But since he was a producer for the movie, doesn't he also get an actual physical Oscar for that?
like himself, right? I would think.
Well,
For
he
Best
didn't-
Picture when it's Best Picture?
Right. I would think so. Yeah.
Right, so he has 2.
I mean, he gave the speech and everything.
Yeah. Did you see him check the envelope? So remember what happened last year? Last year in the Oscars for the Best Picture, they announced that it was La La Land, but apparently there was a mix-up and it was supposed to be Moonlight. And so this time around, it was the same presenters that presented last time. And when Guillermo went up, he looked at the envelope and he was like, he double checked it, and then to the crowd he was like,
but then
he
he
almost to say like, yeah, it's it.
Yeah.
Okay,
They didn't fuck up. Yeah.
Who was saying? What's that movie game you just said right now? La La. He thought, don't be La La Land. Don't be La La Land. Who was that?
That was a Star Wars guy.
And
Mark
it was-
Hamill. Mark Hamill, right?
Was it? I don't know who it was, but he was saying it when he was presenting Kobe Bryant's. Congratulations to Kobe Bryant, by the way.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, for
when
sure.
he was
For
when
his
he
little
was
movie.
saying that award, he was opening it, and for best animated short film or whatever, in Kobe Bryant's category, and he was like, "Don't say La La Land. Don't say La La Land."
okay.
That was,
cool.
I believe it was Mark Hamill.
Oh, it was him.
Yeah, I believe it was Mark Hamill. Yeah. That was
Okay,
funny.
yeah, I was like,
caught
what
that.
was he saying?
Yeah, I
okay,
caught
so
that. That was
sure.
funny.
I thought funny. But to think Kobe Bryant, dude, 5 championships,
Yeah, dude. Yeah, congrats to
MVP.
him. Yeah,
Yeah.
winning an Oscar.
And now,
fucking winning an Oscar, dude.
Yeah, that's crazy.
His first
ooh, look at
crack
that.
at it. His first crack at
Whoa.
it. Damn, dude.
Man,
Yeah, you kind of.
here we go.
Yeah.
This might hurt a little.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Bendito.
Yeah, he's gonna bless you. He's gonna bless you real quick.
You are blessed, my child. But what was I saying? Yeah, Kobe to his first, crack at the, storytelling. Since he says he likes storytelling, crack at the industry. Dude, he's 1 out of 1.
Yeah,
he has
seriously.
a perfect score.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Hold up. All right, so what did he win it for?
I just said it like 3 times.
I think it was best animated short.
Best animated short. Yeah.
No.
Yeah, it was the animated short was about a basketball.
Dear
It was like
basketball.
Dear Basketball. Yeah, it was like a well, I never seen it, but from what the images looked like, it was a basketball themed, obviously.
About him,
Yeah.
about his life and growing
Yeah.
up.
Oh,
and,
really?
Like
and
becoming
how
a basketball player. I
Oh,
think.
Right.
nice.
Yeah.
I know that when he came right out of high school to the NBA, and Charlotte Hornets drafted him, and then he was traded from the Hornets to the Lakers. But I don't know about him.
He didn't go to China to play? I thought he went to China.
No, he
to go
played
play.
in Italy for a couple
Italy.
years.
There you go. Whatever
Yeah.
it was.
He moved out there and he played in Italy for a couple years, and then that's when he came back to Philadelphia. And the later part of his high school years, then that's when he got drafted from from high school to the
so much
NBA.
pressure.
Yeah.
Yeah, feeling in my sinuses a little bit. They're starting to kick in a little bit.
Forgot we had water. My lips are just fucking me up.
Yeah.
Stop licking your lips, dude.
It's not even that. It's when I
Gotta
bite it good.
you gotta come to the boneless side, man.
Nah, the traditional. I'm so much happier with those. Traditional is the way to go.
Gotta get the dab. Did you guys see? I think her name is Frances McDormand.
Yeah, I like her laugh.
She gave an awkward speech, right?
It was pretty awkward. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I think it was a good speech.
Like, what'd she say?
She was she started like
A lot of positive things.
yeah she did the whole she made all the women stand up, was asking all the women to stand up, and definitely very like women empowerment
Okay.
kind of vibe to it.
Yeah.
In between her speech which was pretty good, by the way, but what made it weird were these breakouts of like this like awkward laughter or
I
like
like the
some
laugh.
kind of like
I like the
very
laugh.
very Tourette's kind of sounding
Oh,
thing.
wow.
And forgive me if she has Tourette's. I don't know if she has Tourette's or not, but
No, I don't
it's
think
very
so.
it's very like that.
Don't
Like
talk about my girl like that.
I
dude.
know.
Yeah, my
I just
bad,
think
my
she has a
bad.
very unique laugh. I could concur with.
Okay,
that. I
think
could
about
relate.
yeah,
Was
ki-
this her first Oscar? Do you know?
I'm not sure. I don't know.
What if this
It was
her-
for Best Actress. I know that.
right?
Yeah.
What if it was her first Oscar, going up on stage? You know, you waited your whole life for this moment. She's been acting for so many years. What if she was just like excited and had like a nervous breakdown, having a nervous breakdown on stage? You know, like
Go ahead and play it.
You
See if you
just
can
play
play
the
it.
video?
oh, you have a video
Yeah.
for it?
McDormand, she took home her first Oscar for her leading performance in Fargo.
Okay.
The cool looking lady.
Okay.
That was kind of awkward. Right? She did.
So,
Yeah, it's kinda weird.
hyperventilating
Yeah,
a
check
little
out
bit.
her
If I
speech,
fall
though,
over,
yo.
pick me up because I've got some things to say.
She got something to say.
My bad. Didn't mean to laugh.
Listen up, people.
So I think this is what Chloe Kim must have felt like after doing back-to-back 1080s in the Olympic half pipe. Did you see that? Okay, that's what it feels like.
Really
I
cool.
want to thank Martin McDonough. Look what you did. We are a bunch of hooligans and anarchists, but we do clean up nice. I want to thank every single person in this building and my sister Dorothy. I love you, Dot. And I especially want to thank my clan, Joel and Pedro McCohen. These two stalwart individuals were well raised by their feminist mothers. They value themselves,
Odd.
each other, and those around them. I know you are proud of me, and that fills me with everlasting joy. And now I want to get some perspective.
What is she doing?
Yeah, what is she doing?
If I may be so honored to have all the female nominees in every category stand with me in this room tonight, the actors.
I didn't realize she
Meryl,
put
if you
that
do
dude
it,
down
everybody else
before.
will.
Meryl,
Come
if you do it,
on.
everybody would do it.
The
True.
She said that.
producers,
Yeah.
Queen.
the
Yeah, she's like the
directors,
queen.
The writers, the
I
cinematographer.
thought that's
the-
nice
the
that she did that.
composers,
Check out this
the
laugh, though.
songwriters, the designers.
That's because okay, come on. Now that I'm saying that, that's because she's like trying to think of who else to say. The designers, there's so
I
many
mean, she's
categories.
freaking out. She's like losing her vibe. Like I don't know. It's like.
her laugh.
Okay, look around, everybody. Look around, ladies and gentlemen, because we all have
Am I
stories
the
to tell
only
and
one?
projects
I'm
we
the
need
only one here then, huh?
financed.
That,
Don't
like,
talk
that
to
what?
us about
That
it
thinks
at the
she's
parties
kinda weird?
tonight.
Like you guys are just like, yeah, it's pretty normal, right?
Okay, coming
in a couple
from like,
days,
okay,
or you can come to
I'm an
ours, whichever
actor.
suits you best, and
Every
we'll
actor
tell
is
you all about
weird
them.
in their own
I have
freaking
two
way.
words
I
to
mean,
leave
you're
with you tonight,
you're willing to
ladies and
like be
gentlemen.
judged by everybody in the world in a movie and whatever you
Inclusion
do.
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
I mean, I just think
Yeah.
you're weird. I mean, we all have our weird. You're weird. You're weird. You know, like,
Yeah.
That is true.
don't talk about my girl like
Not
that.
wrong. Not wrong.
I like the laugh too. I'm not gonna lie.
No.
That
I don't
was
know.
good.
I guess it was just a first for me. I don't know. Just hearing that was just kind
Have
of
you
like
not
what the-
seen the Oscars before?
I don't watch
every
I don't watch these shows often, to be honest. Yeah, like even this one, I was like kind of in and out of it.
every year.
I did notice that though, and I was like, "What the hell was that?" You know?
Every year there's some weird, awkward acceptance speech. Every
okay.
year, I think
Yeah.
you won't be let down if you want to see some awkwardness. The Oscars.
Really?
There's some speech. Somebody will say something kind of like that'll make you like turn your head, like, huh, what? You know?
Okay.
Yeah. Even the host may say something like kind of weird. The jokes may not land. You know.
Yeah.
Um,
Oh yeah. I mean, did you guys hear the Jimmy Kimmel when he was talking to Steven Spielberg?
No, what do you say?
He wa-
I saw him talking about it. I didn't hear what he
Yeah.
said.
It was. I mean, to me, it probably was. I don't know if I missed it or if there was some kind of inside joke between them two. But he goes into the aisle. You know, Steven Spielberg was sitting like on the edge. You know, on the edge of the, the seating. You know, so he can get out easily. And Jimmy Kimmel's right there in the aisle, and he's pretty much asking him. He was like, "Oh, yeah." He's like, "Oh, what's your name?" He's just kind of casually asking him a few questions. What do you do? All this stuff. And then again, I don't know if I missed something, but he was just kind of like, "Oh, do you have any pot?"
Yeah. Uh-huh.
And then
Remember that,
I don't
yeah.
know if Steven knew. I don't know if this was rehearsed between them, but Steven you can kind of hear him. He looks at him and he goes, "What?" Because the mic wasn't in front of him, so he just goes like, "What did he say?"
Uh-huh.
And then And then Jimmy was just kind of like, "Oh, do you have any pot?" And then I don't know if Steven just didn't know what to do, but then he just kind of looks at him and then goes into his pocket like,
That's funny.
Yeah.
I don't know, dude. I was kind of cringy.
And then
for
Jimmy
me.
was like, "Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't know we were on right now."
Yeah,
Or
it was kind of
something,
cringy for me. I was kind of like,
That's a joke.
but there's something about watching bad jokes, like especially with like I don't know, and I'm not trying to be messed up, but like with older people, and it doesn't land. Like I just kind of watch it, and I'm like,
Because
leave the man alone. He's a world famous director. Leave him alone. Don't put him in this situation. Like I feel bad for him. I'm like, oh, Steven was probably like, I don't know what to say to this young man. I might have pie. You know what I mean? Like
There
I
you
don't
go.
know.
He
I
went
felt
along-
bad- I felt bad for the guy. Is all I'm saying. I felt bad for him.
he went along with the joke, and it was funny.
Yeah, he tried. I think he tried.
I, thought it was
I don't
kinda
know.
funny when he like said, "Oh, I didn't know we were on." I thought that was funny when he finished.
Man, you guys are
it,
just
I guess.
singling me out, man.
He played it off like if like, hey, do you have any pot? Yeah, oh, I didn't know we were on.
Yeah,
Type
I
of
mean-
thing.
Yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't even know what to say if he told me that. I don't even smoke weed, but if he told me that, I would have just been like, maybe. I don't know. I'm a big fan, Jimmy. I don't know. Like, what do you want me to say? I don't
Smoke
know.
weed, lioness. I saw you outside right now.
No, don't lie.
Smoking a blunt.
Nah, not
Smoking a pancake.
I fucking love those movies, man. Awesome Powers,
Austin
dude.
Powers.
Fucking love it.
Wait, what did he
Get
say?
in my belly. I want
Get
baby
in my-
back, ribs.
Oh, fat bastard. Yeah.
Baby back ribs.
yeah.
I want my baby.
Ribs. I want my baby.
Oh yeah. Ooh, I soiled myself. Let's take a whiff.
Oh, dude, I love those movies right there.
All right, back to the Oscars. Sorry, Fabian.
It's cool. I'm still let down that you guys didn't side with me on that Steven Spielberg thing.
All right, dude. You're alone on this.
I know.
Kev?
Yeah, buddy.
You suck.
I thought Jimmy Kimmel. I thought he killed it.
No, I thought he did fantastic because he did
Yeah.
it last year, right? So
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
I know he's hosted multiple times, and I think they keep bringing him back because he's not an awkward host. Like,
no, he's pretty good.
I think most of his jokes land. He knows how to be careful with his jokes and not say anything too out
racy
there.
or
Yeah.
anything like
Yeah,
that.
yeah, yeah. Too where it's like
I
gonna throw
think
people
I think it's
off.
the Family Guy thing that helps him, you know? Like he throws all that out there in the show, and then in his
Oh, on
real
his-
life, he
on
kind of
his-
like calms it down.
What do you mean, Family Guy?
Because he does Family Guy, you know? So, you know, his Family Guy's pretty extreme for the most part.
Wait, Jimmy Kimmel?
Oh, never mind. Never mind. Thinking about who's the.
You're thinking about Seth
Seth
MacFarlane.
There you go.
MacFarlane?
There you go.
Yeah.
Never mind.
But
Yeah.
he did host something, didn't he?
Who?
Seth MacFarlane.
He
Didn't
hosted the Oscars.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
right.
Oh, okay.
That's
See,
what
there
it
you
was,
go.
yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
That's why I was getting
And
confused.
where is he now? You know, like
Yeah.
as far as the Oscars, like they're not bringing him back.
Did he not do good or what?
I thought he did funny, but I guess some people didn't. He made a joke about Abraham Lincoln's murderer,
okay.
assassin. How do you say it?
Because
Abraham
he was
Lincoln's assassin,
Yeah.
right? Am I saying that?
Assassinator.
the assassinator. the
dude
assassinator? Is that a word?
I
dude?
don't know. Is it?
The dude that shot him.
Okay, yeah.
He made a joke about it, and I don't think not a lot of people laughed. And then he was like, "All right, too soon," kind of type of thing. And it was like,
Oh, really?
It was over 100 years ago, you know. So I don't know. There's one of the things, you know, where a host can make a joke really, really awkward.
Oh,
you
yeah,
know?
for sure.
But
Well, that's different than what I'm saying. I mean, I'm just saying like a joke didn't land with him and Steven, but
Oh,
like
yeah.
that's different. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
kind of like I don't know. I guess I don't know. People were offended by that, but
I think you want to throw him off. I think that's what his thing
Jimmy also did that the shortest speech.
Oh,
Yeah, it was
with the
funny.
jet ski?
Like you don't have to, you know, make a short speech, but if you do, here's where you can win. or what-
yeah. And was it? I think it was Sam Rockwell. He won for was it Best Supporting Actor?
Best supporting actor
For Three Billboards?
3 Billboards.
Yeah. It was funny when he got on stage to accept his speech. He got out the paper and he was like, "All right, run that clock, Jimmy.
Jimmy,
I want to
there
get
you
that
go,
jet
yeah.
ski."
Whatever that
Yeah,
is.
Yeah, whatever that thing was.
I thought that was funny that they played off of it.
Yeah, that was
you
cool.
know.
That was funny.
Didn't he do the whole like tell them what they want?
Yeah,
or something
exactly.
Like
Yeah,
that
like
too.
the
And then
classic
the-
game show.
Exactly, like Price is Right.
Price is Right. There you
Right,
go.
right. And then you had, I forgot what actress, you know, was like presenting.
Yeah,
it.
who was that? I didn't even know
I
who it
don't
was.
remember.
Yeah.
Play that video though. Can we? We don't have that video. I want to see that video. But that was really funny that he did that. What else did he do? He did a lot of things. Oh, he had himself and Gal Gadot Gal Gadot. I'm
Yeah, I
saying
don't know how
that
to
right.
pronounce Godot. I hear so many things.
I hear
Wonder
Gal
Woman,
Gadot.
pretty much.
Wonder Woman.
Yeah, Wonder Woman.
A beautiful Wonder Woman.
Yeah.
He took her to, I don't know if it was across the street. I don't know
Yeah,
where
it was the theater across the street.
Right, a theater.
Oh,
Chinese.
yeah.
Was it?
Yeah.
And
I think all of them went.
It was
or
a
he
few of
took
them.
a friend.
Mark
yeah.
Hamill. It was a bunch of them. I
Well,
think.
first it was just them
Margot
two,
Robbie.
right? Well, it was, wasn't it? I heard it was a Wrinkle in Time cast, right? But then I saw the video, and it was just Jimmy Kimmel and Gal Gadot,
Yeah.
and they he took her to the theater, and he gave him candy, something about giving them candy, and then they went live on the Oscars, and then everybody like waved, and then everybody at the Oscars waved,
Yeah.
and I think he had one of the viewers in the theater say like, "Oh, your next presenters are."
Oh,
you
no
know,
way.
No way.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
didn't
yeah.
even see that.
I
So-
thought that was pretty neat.
So what it was it was a Wrinkle in Time screening.
Yeah.
So they were watching it
That's
across the street, and they came in, and I don't know if you guys caught what Jimmy said about the smell.
Yeah.
Wait, what did he
say?
He smelled like pot in
Yeah,
there.
he said. Well, I don't know if he said that it smelled like pot, but he was like, going back to the food. They brought everyone all this food, and he was like, "Oh," he said. I'm paraphrasing, but he said something to the effect of, "We're giving you guys all this food, especially because of how it smells in here.
Mhm.
You guys are probably hungry." So it was some sort of reference to like pot or something, that they were smoking weed in there. I hate using the word pot.
Yeah,
I don't
for
know why I
sure.
said pot.
But he
Smell-
said something.
Weed,
Yeah.
marijuana,
Yeah.
Mary
Yeah,
J.
he said
Mary
something
Jane.
like that.
Yeah.
People are smoking
Yeah.
up in the movies.
And everyone was just so psyched to see everyone though, like
Yeah.
fucking Jimmy Kimmel, Wonder Woman, all these people. They were just like, "Oh no way!" Everyone was just freaking out.
I might add a little spice.
Yeah, I think you could use it. I mean, I
Yeah,
kind of
maybe
feel
I-
it.
Yeah, a little bit.
I still kind of feel it, but yeah, I think we can. Yeah, I think we can add some more.
I touched my lips. Fuck. Yeah.
They're coming out with a hot Cheeto movie.
Yeah, they are.
Do you guys
Who
know
would've-
how the hot Cheeto was invented?
I don't.
You don't know how hot Cheeto?
No, explain. Do tell.
It was, I don't know, in the 80s, mid 80s, late 80s. There was this factory out here, actually, in Southern California, in Riverside, I'm gonna say, somewhere around that area. And in this factory, they were doing like the regular Cheetos, cheese, and it broke down. The line broke down to make the hot Cheeto bags and all that stuff, and to put the cheese on the chip. And so this guy, this Latino guy, I'm not sure if he was Mexican, I think he was, what I read, and he took some home. And when he took some home, he put like hot sauce in it. I don't know if it was hot sauce or like spice,
Kind of
like
chili powder.
chili
maybe?
powder. There we go. That's what he put chili powder on it, and he gave it to all of his family to try it, and they loved it. They fell in love with it. So he called the CEO of the Hot Cheeto company, and he told him the idea that he had. So the CEO was interested, and he called him in, and he's like, "All right, you're gonna present it to me."
Oh no way.
This idea that you have. And so the guy, I don't know what he looked up. He kind of copied this other form of marketing. And so he took that to the meeting, and the CEO and everybody else fell in love with it, and they promoted him, and now we are here. Hot
Really?
Cheetos, yeah. And
That's
that's how
crazy.
the hot Cheeto was
I like that
invented,
story.
because it
Yeah.
broke down the factory line, whatever it was, broke down, and they couldn't put the powder on the
So he
cheese
took
ones.
the puffs home and
He
threw
took
his own powder.
they were plain. They were just plain, Cheetos,
Mm-hmm.
and he put the powder himself at home, and then he gave it to all his family and friends to try, and they liked it. So-
Genius,
That's
man.
cool,
man.
That's
Yeah.
genius, man.
Yeah.
It's like what everybody loves hot Cheetos.
Everyone loves hot Cheetos.
Everybody
loves
Every
hot Cheetos.
sexy looking
Yeah, I love
girl
hot
likes
Cheetos, too.
I get it
and
almost
everything.
every time I'm at work. I always go to the machine and just get hot Cheetos. I freaking love hot Cheetos.
Yeah, hot
During my
Cheetos are
break,
awesome.
my lunch.
Even when I want like Cool Ranch, I'm like, nah, fuck it. Hot Cheetos.
Hot Cheetos it is.
Hot
Yeah.
Cheetos does have a ranch flavor out though now. Chipotle ranch.
Is it good?
It's pretty good.
Hmm.
It's pretty good. I gotta say.
Chipotle ranch.
Chipotle ranch, yeah.
Yeah, I
And
don't
they're
know
hot
if I've ever-
Cheetos.
That is interesting. They're
Yeah.
don't tell me they're gonna go start doing what Lay's or Ruffles does. Lay's, right?
Oh, I
Come
love
up,
lemon
Come up
Lay's.
with all these weird ass.
Lemon Lay's is
Flavors?
good though. Do you like lemon Lay's?
those
The
are
thing
fun.
is, they don't even need to though. They're gold with hot Cheetos.
Oh yeah.
They're just gonna keep selling them.
Oh,
you
yeah.
know,
Just
It's
make
just-
them hotter.
They
they even have an extra hot bag.
Yeah.
They have the extra hot, right? And then they have the lemon lime hot Cheetos.
Those are bomb.
Those are
Yeah.
those are good. Ooh.
Fucking bomb too.
Yeah, those are good.
What other movies coming out this year? We have Avengers. We have
The Venom one for sure.
Venom. What a non-super Rampage.
Oh, Rampage. Yeah, I wanna see that.
Rampage.
When does that come out?
Skyscraper.
Yeah, The Rock is just blowing up, man.
Dude,
God, I mean, he's been already like for like a few years like the highest paid. But man, it's just like every movie every other fucking month.
But not all movies land. You know which one didn't land?
Baywatch,
And
yeah.
guess what? He won for it.
Right, I just heard about it today. He won a Razzie
He
for
won
it, right?
a Razzie for
Yeah.
Baywatch.
Took it like a champ, I heard.
He put it on
Yeah.
Instagram.
Yeah.
He posted it on Instagram
Yeah.
saying like, "Oh, I know, you
Yeah.
win some, you're losing some, or whatever whatever he said." But he accepted it with pride. It seemed like, like fuck it, I won a Razzie. If Baywatch didn't land,
It's like 1 out of 10.
1 out of
Yeah.
1
Yeah.
out of 10.
Yeah.
He's still the highest. One of the highest paid actors.
Yeah, he can afford to do movies like Baywatch. It's fine.
He's like
like
a must see actor in a movie. Like he if he's in a movie, everybody's gonna come and watch it. Like you bring in the money, he brings in the money. He's like what do you call it? Like a Hollywood star. He's one of the few Hollywood stars left.
I just saw Annihilation.
Oh, Annihilation, dude! I've been wanting to see that movie.
Annihilation's pretty dope.
Is it good?
Yeah,
What is it about?
I like it, but I will say this: it's pretty challenging. It's one of those movies that
I like
you're
how
gonna.
you're just looking at him. Good. It's challenging, Kevin.
it's and that face was perfect too. It was like, like it was the perfect face for
He
it
makes
too.
these special.
Yeah. But it's those movies. It's one of those movies where you watch it, you're gonna have to like watch it again. I know I want to see it again.
Okay.
Because it's it kind of leaves you with that sort of feeling like, okay, I think I know what the director was trying to say. I think he was trying to say this, but it's possible he could have been saying that.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? It's one of those movies, It just has that kind of, I mean, I don't want to spoil it for anybody, but it's a challenging movie. That's how I'll put it. It's, it's definitely a thinking person's film. You know what I mean?
Oh, whoa.
Mayday.
Is it have some similarities to Arrival?
That's a good question, because yes and no.
Really?
So I'll say it does and I'm trying to put this without giving away any spoilers, but it does in that both Arrival and Annihilation take a certain look at, quote unquote aliens, non-human species. And it's sort of and it sort of flips it on its ear to how the general public would perceive aliens. And I think us three have actually talked about this before. How we've had discussions about why do we think that aliens would look like you and I?
Oh, right.
Why is it that, and I think a lot of that has to do with Hollywood, with the movies and the media that we've been exposed to. When you think of alien, you kind of have that like kind of gray body, big head,
2 eyes,
two
one
black
nose,
eyes,
one mouth.
Yeah, and it's like a big head of the gray, and they have fingers and toes like us. Why do they need to?
I was actually watching something of this. It's on Netflix. Debunking conspiracies. Did you ever watch the autopsy of the alien that they found supposedly in Roswell? It was this,
I think so.
It
was like a little small body.
No, I'm not sure, but it was laying on a table and it was like a humanoid, had 6 fingers, 6 toes.
Really?
6 fingers?
6 fingers and 6 toes, yeah. And so it was a really great video. It took years and years to for people to be like, no, it's real, no, it's fake, no, it's real, no, it's fake.
So is it real?
No, it's fake. It's finally the guy, the guy who made it finally came out and said like, yeah, it's fake. We did this and that, and blah blah. But the guy asked the question, why is it so humanoid? What coincidence that the alien would be humanoid like we all
Just has
think.
one more finger.
Yeah, exactly.
But other than that, it has fingers, right?
But before we used to think of aliens as either robots, blobs, like stuff like that. And then this one guy had his vision of a humanoid one, and then that's how the
sort of just took off.
Yeah, took off with that. I believe.
That's interesting. I didn't know that.
Yeah. Netflix, check it out. Conspiracy Theories Debunked, and there's one about the autopsy.
On where? On YouTube?
On Netflix.
Oh, on Netflix.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I'll say that. I'll just say that it has that similarity to Arrival.
But do you think they would look like us?
I don't personally. I don't think so.
Yeah, because I feel like
they could.
The traveling, their advancements. I feel like they'd be more than just like. I don't know.
Yeah,
I can't say yes or no. I really don't know. I don't think so.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think so. I would say if I have an answer, I don't think so, because if you think about it, you know, they come from another planet, another galaxy.
Atmosphere.
How the hell are we connected that we look
Right.
almost the same
Yeah.
or similar? You know, like
we
in
have
Arrival, they looked they look like what, tentacles, like octopuses.
Yeah, they looked very like squid-like.
Yeah.
Octopus. Yeah, that's a good way of putting
you
it.
know, so
Yeah.
maybe
Yeah.
they have a good vision at how they look.
Yeah, we've adapted to our environment. That's why we look the way we look. You know,
Right.
We stand upright. You know, and you know, in for example, like Arrival, you know, they've adapted to their environment, right, which is
Yeah.
wherever they came from. But
Yeah.
but I think that yeah, I don't think that that if aliens do exist that they would look like us. I do think that they would have some sort of different features because, you know, I read something interesting one time that they were saying that, you know, the human body itself isn't the most ideal.
No, it's not.
It's not the most it's not the most ideal sort of form to be
Shape.
in. Yeah, right.
Like, we're
However,
really delicate.
yeah.
We
Yeah.
bleed. We break bones easily.
Our backs are shit,
Mhm.
you know, from standing upright. Our knees give out because we stand upright. So, like, another species maybe more advanced than us, could look at us and be like,
Damn, they're weak.
yeah, their skeletons, you know, their body structure's so weird for how they live life. Like, they stand up all the time. Really? They stand?
Right.
They stand for most of the day? Like, it's going to kill your knees.
Yeah,
like, duh.
your back, your knees,
Right,
your
yeah.
ankles. It's just not going to be good in the long run for your body, and that's
Yeah.
why we always need support of somehow
Yeah.
for our bodies and stuff. Do you have that video of the humanoid, or is it not up anymore?
Let me see real quick.
But yeah,
Well,
that's a good point of like, why do they have to look like us?
Yeah.
You
And
know?
it's funny because someone could argue to that, like, well, you know, like, yeah, we stand, but like, you know, we it's years. It'll take years and years for that. I mean, what if another species that finds us is like, wait, you guys only live up to like
Right.
70?
That's it.
80? Whoa.
We
We're
live
like
for 200 years.
Yeah, yeah. What if they're like 200, 300, 400 years old? And it's like, then you start getting into that. Like, how long do they live for? And,
Right.
you know, what does like life mean for them? And it's just,
Do you guys want to watch this video real quick?
Oh, you have it?
Yeah.
yeah.
So this is an
Oh my god,
autopsy.
that already looks disturbing.
Yeah.
You haven't even.
They-
played
I've
it yet.
seen that before.
Yeah.
Like that, it's sort of like an iconic. Yeah, I've seen
Yeah.
that before.
Yeah, it's an iconic thing. It took them years to debunk. No one wanted to say anything. And the guy who said like,
So this is all a fake figure.
Yeah.
This is all
This
some
was
sort
done
of
in-
what,
this
like
was done in,
makeup and.
in like a flat in the UK, like in someone's like apartment kind of thing. Yeah. So.
Wow. Oh, and that's all it is. It's just him showing it. It doesn't move.
Yeah,
it doesn't-
and they start to do like the whole like surgery on it.
No
They start to like cut
fucking
up the
way.
head. Yeah, it looks.
Wait, so it
pretty-
has like guts inside of
Yep.
it. And
So what they did is they got this guy to build the alien, and then they went to the supermarket and bought all these animal parts from like the meat guy. you
Yeah,
know?
yeah.
And then that's how they filled it up. And then when they were cutting through it, they
Yeah,
started
I
pulling
mean,
all this stuff.
it looks like a person.
Yeah.
It
Yeah,
looks
it
just
does.
like a person.
Definitely. Yeah. Like you see the feet, the legs, the arms.
Yeah.
The only thing, it's just what? Like he looks bloated.
Yeah,
Right.
exactly.
He had a lot of beer and he.
So they asked him like, "What?"
Looks like bald with a big head.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously he doesn't. Obviously,
the head is what really throws people off.
right? Yeah,
Is
yeah.
it-
But what I was saying earlier was when you look at that, yeah, you think alien.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and
of course.
that's what that kind of stuff has done. It's made it seem that like, wait, why do aliens need to look like that? Like, why?
Yeah.
How do we know? How do we not know we've seen something else? And just because it doesn't look like that, we dismiss it or something.
Okay, but what if now that you're saying that? What if say we have come in contact with aliens like Area 51, right?
Yeah.
And other places that you have pictures. Obviously, the government, whoever's the secret agents are taking pictures of these, making drawings, having footage, evidence, really. That what if some have been leaked, where it just goes from those people to these people to these people, that it comes to somebody who designs or draws aliens or likes to Photoshop whatever,
movie
and he has
producer.
that he's inspired or by what he saw, right? And what if it's looks like that? What if it really, maybe we got it? I know obviously we got it from somewhere, but what if we got it for something like that? Like this evidence can be leaked footage, from secret agencies.
But how did it
you
get
know,
leaked?
I don't know how, as far as how they get leaked, I don't know, but that's another way. And what if maybe this is how they kind of look, which is kind of interesting. So, you know.
Yeah, I just think it's funny, the whole people trying to trick other people. But they made a lot of money off of that.
Yeah.
Oh, they made
A
money
lot
off
of money.
that?
Oh, yeah, they made a lot of money.
Yeah, that footage is pretty like iconic in like the alien kind of community, like UFO community. It's like that footage is like, you know, it's like the go-to, you know, for back in the day. I feel like of like,
See-
you believe in aliens? Check this out. you
See,
know?
I believe, if I understand correctly, the guy who like put it out told the news people like, here, go ahead, use this and all that. But once you make documentaries on this movie, we want the rights to that. And they're like, okay, let's do it. You know, so that's how he got all his money.
No way.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah,
he had a
made
whole
lot of money, man.
He had a whole little.
Yeah,
setup
and they
going.
let it go for years. It wasn't like the next day he was like, "Oh, look, I fucking tricked you guys." No, he was like,
God damn, dude, we just ate all the wings. I wanted more.
"You have one of mine?"
I guess we're done then, right? I don't know what else to eat.
Those wings are pretty fire.
They were. I mean, Dave compared, because we've, you know, again, we've tried other hot sauces. You know,
Yeah.
we've prepared, you know, our bodies, our stomachs, our tolerance,
Tried
our
to
heat
at
level,
least, yes.
you know, to see if we can handle these things. And so far, this is Dave's. We've tried Desert Storm,
Desert
Right?
Smoke.
Desert Smoke.
Yeah.
We've had, the Trinidad Scorpion one? Crimson?
Yeah, it's a scorpion sauce. I think Crimson was like the name of the brand. I will say though, this one is a little fucker. You know,
Mhm.
we've had it before, and it could be, you know, it could definitely mess with you. So
Yeah, the little picture doesn't do it justice.
yeah, no, it's all like cartoony,
Yeah,
and
it's
it's
all
all
nice
like,
and
yeah,
inviting.
You know, come try it. come on, get over here, come here. Try
It's
it,
just
you know?
us cool dudes sitting on the beach.
Yeah.
Right? Isn't it some-
out.
Eat me.
And then you try it, and then it just melts your
Oh, man,
fucking
dude.
face off, dude. You know?
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
Yeah,
The
Yeah, they're
lips,
pretty bad.
they burn.
They're
Yeah.
pretty bad.
yeah.
They're pretty bad. I wonder what's next. You know?
Should we pull out the Prometheus chip here? There you go, guys.
Shit, dude. I was hoping you weren't going to remember that.
Pass them along.
Oh,
Get it for the camera.
damn.
It's a Carolina Reaper tortilla chip. Prometheus Farms introduces.
Prometheus. It even has like a
Here you go,
menacing
buddy.
name.
That's yours.
You see that, people? This is what is it? Carolina Reaper tortilla chip. Prometheus Micro Farms.
That's the main.
Warning. Content extremely hot. Avoid contact with skin, eyes, and especially mouth. You have been warned. Mario, Fabian, Kevin. It really says our names.
Custom made.
So this compares to, does this compare to that Packy, one chip challenge?
So from the website, what it said that this is considered, or at least from their point of view, the second hottest chip. Potentially.
Oh, really?
Potentially, yeah. This in the running for the second hottest chip.
So it's the one chip challenge and then this one.
Yeah, and then it goes this one.
Okay, so we're,
I'm not sure how known this chip is or anything like that, but yes.
it won't be too bad. Let's open this bad boy up.
And that nice little tin can and everything. Damn.
With the one chip comes in like a coffin.
Yeah, exactly.
I like this tin can
Yeah, the
actually a
tin
lot.
can's
It's
pretty
nice.
nice.
I like
dude,
the packaging.
There's gloves.
Each
Oh.
oh, there's gloves too. Oh shit.
There's gloves.
Damn.
There's gloves.
And then this is batch. This is chip number 27. Or yeah, batch 27. Chip number 55 out of 100.
Dude, it's never a good sign when they give you a
Damn,
glove.
man. They gave us a glove.
Oh man.
We're gonna ingest this.
I'm kind of worried that
Why
they
did
gave
I-
us a glove.
Why did I let you guys talk me into this?
I don't think I've ever opened up a chip that contained a glove.
What are we doing right now, guys? Come on.
I feel like I'm
Doesn't
preparing
make
for surgery.
Right? You do one of these.
Yeah, right.
Snap it into-
Put that over
This doesn't
there.
do it that
Get
well.
that well.
Damn.
The glove fucking feels hardcore too. All right. Zip locked and everything. Let's get that for the cameras right there. Zip locked. Or not zip locked, air sealed tight.
So how are we gonna open these fuckers?
Well, let's see. We have our gloves. We have.
I don't even know how
So
to
what?
open this
I only
thing.
have one glove and I have one hand without it. How the fuck am I supposed to
Now,
open this thing and
now what do
hold
we
it?
do?
Yeah.
Come on, Prometheus Farms.
I guess I'm just gonna rip it open then, right?
Oh, there you go.
Don't break it. Try not to break it.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm
Eat the
afraid of.
whole
I don't
thing.
want to break it.
And then another thing is try not to speak when you're eating this motherfucker.
Well, oh, speaking doesn't fucking help, right?
Yeah.
Okay, la frega.
Let me see.
What is that for?
Let's open this shit.
Oh man. Mine looks fucking red. Sorry about the cussing.
Damn it! I kind of want to touch it. Here.
Did you guys smell it?
Ooh, I'm gonna smell it.
I'm not gonna smell it.
Oh, it doesn't smell that bad.
Does it smell that?
It doesn't smell that bad.
Look at my fingers are all greasy for some odd reason
I can
already.
almost touch my nose. It just doesn't. Fuck.
It doesn't. I mean, wait. This is Carolina Reaper.
Yeah, Carolina Reaper.
It just smells like plastic.
It does. Yeah, it doesn't smell like anything fiery. Usually, when I smell the Dave's, you can you can feel it, right? You can like.
Hopefully, we didn't wait too long to unpackage it.
No, you think it's like expired?
No,
Expired Carolina Reaper chip. It's even worse. Oh man.
Don't do it. Definitely.
Heat turns up times 10.
Oh man.
What do you guys think? All right, so we're doing this?
Yeah. Well,
Where's my water?
what's your game
good,
plan?
We have 2 waters just in case.
What's your game plan? I'm thinking about just throwing
Okay.
this whole thing in my mouth.
Okay. Yeah. No. We should all eat it all at once,
Okay.
right?
Alright.
And then just focus. Focus. It's mental.
Yeah.
A lot of it. Is
We should probably
also-
chew as much of it as we can too. I know that's good for when you're eating peppers. I don't know if it's the same
Right.
things with chips, but
I heard that you chew at least 20 times.
Per chip.
Just for, I mean, if
Okay.
you want to, just for any pepper, chip, whatever.
all right, boys.
Can't we have the gloves on too? Cheers.
Cheers.
I don't know why I'm slowing down when I chew. There it goes.
Kind of tastes like shit.
Yeah, it kind of doesn't taste that good.
It doesn't taste good at all,
Yeah.
and it's taking now. It's
So it has a little like harsh haban. I don't know. It's like this like weird taste that's starting to burn. Do you
You're
feel
sweating.
anything? No, I'm starting to feel something. It's not that bad though.
Yeah, it's not as bad as I thought.
Ooh. Got a little piece of chip that went down.
sorry. I'm trying to avoid talking because it makes it worse.
Nah, it's not that bad. At least I don't think it is. There's little moments though that get you.
Yeah.
That just like kind of like.
Woo. Yeah. Fuck this glove.
Oh, wait. I can taste that like weird taste.
It's disgusting. I don't like
Yeah,
it.
it's not that good.
But it's not dying down yet.
Nah.
My tongue is starting to mess up.
Yeah.
So, what do you think?
I think this is getting really hot.
Yeah, I kind of feel it now.
Now this is when we all know that we fucked up.
Kind of hot.
It's more my tongue than anything. What do you guys?
Here come the waterworks.
Ooh, my tongue.
Guys, this
Yeah,
is-
my tongue.
My tongue.
Yeah.
It's starting to sting a little more.
It's so funny how I know that water makes it worse. Or something about the water when it's inside.
I'm gonna go in the zone like Chili Klaus does.
Yeah.
What does he do?
He checks to see if his ears are
Tasty.
working. Kevin doesn't get it. Yeah, it definitely creeps up
Is there any chunks in your teeth?
a little bit.
There's one that's fucking me up.
I think I'm beating it, guys. I'm beating it. I'm controlling it. Motherfucker.
Man. So when we do the Pocky chip, when that comes around, at least we'll be a little prepared for it.
Okay. What sucks is that it's traveling to my stomach. And
I still feel it like
I feel it in my tongue.
I feel like under like my jaw, like
Yo's meal.
I feel like right here.
Are you going numb, dude?
I don't know. It's just like right here.
Okay.
I feel like it reminds me of that movie, The Hitch.
Yeah.
Will Smith when he gets an allergic reaction.
At the store.
Yeah.
Freaks out.
I think that's how you are right now, dude.
All right. Okay.
I think the worst part of it has passed.
Can it be starting? My mouth is getting watery. Oh no.
That's good.
Yeah, no,
I
that
think
means
that-
no, that's
It's like the
bad.
back of my tongue.
When my mouth starts to get watery, it means I gotta throw up.
Yeah, well, that's a sign.
I think
Alright,
I
guys,
think
I
I
think-
beat it.
I think we survived. Tell you the truth, I think we survived it.
Think,
I think on that note,
yeah.
that's a wrap on this episode of Hot Talks. Until next time, guys.
Have a good night, guys.
Signing off.
Next
Thanks
time.
for watching.
Peace.